We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome to the Phreak Show. I'm your host, BUMPY-MCSQUIGUMS, and today I'm diving in and starting out my coverage of Geneforge 1, Mutagen. It is by Spiderweb Software, and it releases on February 24th, 2021. Should be the same day as this video goes live. A big shout out and a thank you to the developer for sending me a code and hooking me up with all that wonderful fun stuff. And also, as a little side note, guys and gals, I've been a fan of Spiderweb Software's stuff for years. I have covered a variety of their games, and I think I probably own all of it. And I've been picking up their stuff for years and years and years and years, or Jeff's stuff for years and years and years. However, I just want to let you guys know that, yes, while I do really like this, and I've been a fan of this for a long time, with my work through the Indie Bros, what I do on top of the stuff I do for YouTube, Spiderweb Software is one of our clients, and this is one of their games. So if you want to take nothing I say at face value, that's totally fine. Just know that I've been a fan of this for years. I've got to work with, one of my heroes in the industry, so that's really cool. And I'm just going to play this one way or the other. Want to share the game with you guys, let you decide if it's something you want to get into. And we're going to hit start game real quick. And before we continue with all of this stuff, I did want to read you guys a few things to give you some information about what you are going to be seeing, because there's a lot about this game. And there's a whole series. I want to say there's 6 in the series, and they're all fantastic games. Right now, this is the first remade version, so we'll see more to come down the line. So, basically, this was coming off of a helpful Kickstarter campaign, was successful, and this will be a completely remade and greatly expanded recreation of the original. So it's not going to be exactly the same. There's going to be some creative liberties taken, things that Jeff wanted to change or modify, some quality of life improvements and things of that nature. So while it is going to be very faithful to the original, there are going to be some changes, and that might upset some people and might be more accessible to other people who are maybe new to the series as a whole. And this whole intro is going to be a little bit lengthy, guys and gals. So I think through character creation, all that stuff, we're talking maybe 3 to 4 minutes. So totally understand if you guys want to jump ahead to where we get into the actual gameplay and all the storyline stuff and all that stuff kicking off and happening. But if you want a little bit of backstory, some information about the game and how it's changed and what's different or what the game has to offer, I'm going to go into a lot of that detail right now. Again, I tend not to do this with a lot of games. I try to keep the intro short and sweet, but there's a lot of history here. And again, this game has been remade. I mean, there's some important stuff here. So, I already told you a little bit of info there. On top of that, it's going to be one of the most open-ended role-playing games available on the market, just like it always has been. So you'll choose between a host of rival factions, you'll use your magic and deadly pets to crush your enemies, or you can use trickery, diplomacy, and stealth to win the game without ever attacking a single foe. You got a lot of options, a lot of choices here, and it's really, really cool. And then, ultimately, you can either choose to destroy the final boss or switch sides and join them. You can fight alone or create an army of custom-made mutant monsters. So again, one of the most open-world, open-ended, just you can do what you want and get things done how you want to get them done games out there. A lot of things have done it maybe since, maybe a few. I don't know if any of them have done it before, but there's a lot that we can do with this. So, that being said, let's hop into our character creation and begin our adventure. Welcome to Geneforge. Select one of the 3 character types to use on the left. Use the text box to change your name. When you're ready, press the OK button. We're just going to go BUMPY-MCSQUIGUMS. Hey, it fits. Awesome. All right, so we have a Shaper, a Guardian, and an Agent. I think the most impressive one is going to be the Shaper. I'm probably going to go the Shaper. I don't know. I played around with the Guardian a little bit on my own, so I have some very small amount of experience with it. But let's read through each of the classes to see what they have to offer. So, Shapers are skilled at magic and unmatched in their ability to create powerful creatures. However, they are physically frail. A Shaper will have to rely on its creations for protection. Whereas the Guardians are the defenders of the Shapers. They are highly skilled in melee combat and can create creatures to aid them in assault. However, their magical skills are otherwise kind of weak. And finally, we have the Agents. Agents travel around on the command of the Shapers and solve problems, usually violently. Their magic and weapon skills are strong, but they're not exceptionally good at creating creatures. Agents tend to be harder to play. I want to go Guardian, like, to me, that's kind of what I would do personally, but we're going Shaper. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to see what's up. Now, we're not going to be able to really custom make our characters beyond that. That's one of the changes, if I recall correctly, from the original Geneforge to the remade one. And, well, we'll see. I'm going to go with normal because these games tend to be as difficult as they can be, but we'll just do a quick once over here. For people who are new to the fantasy role-playing games or just want to easily experience the storyline, the foes will be weaker and have fewer special abilities. For people who don't want a huge challenge but don't mind the game pushing back sometimes, Geneforge will start out quite easy but become a challenge as you get close to the end. A nice, moderate difficulty level. And essentially the difficulty level that the game is intended to be played at for most people. And then you have the Veteran, a harder difficulty setting for someone experienced with role-playing games, which, again, I would be, but yeah, we'll see. Your foes will have more abilities, do more damage, and be harder to kill. Your spells and abilities can damage your own characters. And finally, Torment, the ultimate challenge for a brave Shaper. You will need to use every trick and fully utilize every ability to defeat the nasty enemies arrayed against you. Your foes have more abilities and health, and do more damage. Your spells and abilities can damage your own characters, and your creations will be harder to control. We're going normal, like I said. The Shapers are the oldest, most respected, most secretive, and most powerful of the magical sects. They have the power to create life. The Shapers can make new life forms from nothing but organic matter and pure magic. They can mold this life to serve any purpose, be it lighthouse work or major warfare. The Shapers guard the secrets of their powers very closely to learn their techniques, without permission to court a speedy death at the hands of a guardian in the day or an agent in the night. After years of work, study, and testing, you have finally been accepted into the Shapers. It is the greatest of honors. You will spend your life advancing their will and learning their secrets. First, you must complete your apprenticeship. You must spend 5 years out in a Shaper colony on a remote island watching their work and aiding their research. The journey is 2 weeks long. You travel on a living craft, a specially modified drake that will sail you to your destination. After a week's journey, you pass close to a small island. Your chart identifies it as Susia Island. It is barred by the Shapers, forbidden for unknown reasons, dangerous accidents, valuable secrets. Visiting it is punishable by death. You watch Susia Island, wondering what secrets lie there, and thus fail to notice the warship off to the east. Your craft cries out in alarm, alerting you. The ship is of an unfamiliar style. It instantly fires a long spear at your craft. The razor-sharp bolt strikes your drake in the neck. It roars in anger and breathes a bolt of fire at your attacker. It strikes the enemy's sails and sets them ablaze. The battle takes only seconds. Your living craft flounders, I would say is probably the accurate one, mortally wounded, dropping you into the water. Your equipment sinks into its depths. You start to sink into the rough waves, but with one last effort, your living craft saves you. Bleeding, dying, it drags you towards Susia Island. You grab onto a crumbling dock, barely conscious. Your craft slumps against the stone, dying. You are left alone, abandoned on a forbidden shore, marooned on Susia Island. And that's how bad days begin, ladies and gentlemen. And here we are. There is our dead craft. It has seen better days. Welcome to Geneforge. These messages will pop up to help you learn how to play the game. Your character's on the dock. Select a nearby space to move to it. Ta-da! See, I can follow instructions. I'm amazing. Let's go back to talking about what a hero I am. No, it's fine. All right. Onward we go. You stagger off the dock, weakened to the point of collapse by your desperate swim here. After a few minutes, you manage to regain enough of your senses to look around. You are on the south coast of this mysterious island. However, apart from the fact that this isle was declared barred by your people, you know nothing about it. You wish you had already started your shaping training. Islands are generally barred because of a failed experiment and the presence of horrible rogue creations, which is worrying. Fortunately, except for the lapping of the waves at the base of the dock, all is quiet. If you are going to be devoured, it won't be soon. However, you are still stranded and desperately weak as well. Fortunately, the beach stretches off to the east. Maybe you can find supplies and help. Alright, supplies and help. Let's do this thing. Alright, so you'll see there's a bunch of stuff laying around. You can hover over certain things and you'll see, like, you can go look in this little pot here. You can see inside there's some trash. You can select an item by pressing the letter A in this case, and this is where you can, like, equip items that you pick up if there was something to pick up. But there's not right now. I don't want to pick up trash. So, we're going to move along. Try moving the cursor to the edge of the screen. Notice how the view shifts. This is how you look around. You can also change the view by selecting spots on the auto map. Oh, the auto map. That's interesting. WASD doesn't do it. Okay, that's fine. Can you click in? Yeah, you can hold right mouse button and drag. Can you do it with left? You can do it with left as well. Middle? And you can do it with the middle. So you can click and drag the map around as well. It's probably the recommended way. Panning works, and I'm used to panning with a fair few different type of games, but I don't know. If I can get into the click and drag mode, I feel like I do better in general. Alright, we're going to be heading over to this cloak on the ground here. You are currently walking... crumbling docks, getting items. Stand next to the item and select the pack button, which is right down here. Select the item on the ground that you want to get. This is an old ratty cloak. There's an old ratty cloak on the ground in front of you. Looks like it has been there a while and it's not very clean. However, you're wet and cold enough to want it. To wear it, you'll first have to pick it up, press the get button, pictured above, type G, and then get the cloak. Okay, cool. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit G, and we're going to press A, and then we're going to actually equip this thing. There we go. I want to trigger this. Okay, you are currently walking east. In Geneforge, the upper right hand is north, the upper left is west. Hold down the tab key for a reminder. What does the tab key do? Oh, north. Okay, it tells you there. West, south, and east. It appears on the screen. Oh, and that also highlights things that you can pick up. Okay, cool. I thought there was a highlight button. Couldn't remember what it was. Alright. There is a tunnel to the north built into the side of the hill. Your guess is that it is a storeroom or warehouse. Usually one is placed near the docks of a settlement. The structure is crumbling. You would guess that it's been abandoned for at least a century, probably two. After all of these years, most of the goods inside are probably useless. You still might be able to scavenge something useful, however. Alright. Looking around, I don't see much. Holding tab lets us see if anything's highlightable. Doesn't appear to be. But there's definitely something over there that we can go look at. There's some other weird stuff going on in here. Alright, nothing inside a said container. We're going to go ahead and we're going to hit G right here. This started to glow. There's some scorch marks on the ground there, which is kind of off-putting. And then some slimy, oozy stuff over here. And it looks like there's some chests or cabinets to go take a peek in. We have a bowl and a spoon. I don't need either one of those things. There is a javelin, and I will equip that. And then over on this side, we've got some bones. Nope, don't really want any bones. Doors and canisters. Stand next to the door to open it. Select the canister to absorb its power. There is a door below you and to the left. Most doors open when you get close to them. Others are opened by pulling levers. Walk up to the door, and when it opens, go through. Select the glowing canister on the other side, and you will get a pleasant surprise. I wonder if you probably can't do the game without selecting the canister. Inside the small chamber, you find several cylindrical containers. They look like canisters, each about 4 feet high. The sides are made of thick, carefully blown glass. Most of them have been broken, and the contents are long lost. One of them, however, is still intact. Inside you see a glowing fluid. It swirls and moves about, seemingly under its own power. It looks like it is, in its own way, alive. It probably is. You have seen similar objects. The shapers can store essence concoctions filled with life energy, which heal or energize those in need. This must be something like that. There is a sharp metal needle emerging from the top. If you let it poke the palm of your hand, the substance will emerge and energize you. In your weakened state, it seems hard to resist. Select the canister to use it. I mean, I could do that, and I will. Oh. When you open the canister, the agents inside begin to act upon you. You feel yourself changing. Something about Firebolt 1 popped up down at the bottom. You are suddenly struck by a dizzying spell, driving you to your knees. It's not caused by hunger or fear, but by the effects of the strange substance in that canister. The essence-infused emerald goo didn't heal or revive you like you expected. It changed you. It's like it soaked into your skin and rewrote some of your very being, making you stronger. A strange urge, an instinct, seizes you. You extend your fingers and focus. Tiny trails of flame shoot out of them. Magic. Actual magic. What would have taken years of training you learned to do in an instant. It is exhilarating and, at the same time, utterly alien. You had no idea that your people could do something so wonderful. And you feel a deep compulsion to find more of these canisters. The canisters are your main way to gain new abilities while on Susia Island. You can now cast Firebolt. Yeah. I thought I could already do that, though. Well, now I definitely can do that. Missile weapon, main weapon. Whoa. Oh, by the way, look at this map. Isn't it awesome? So if you press M, you get the map. All locations you have learned about are displayed on the map. Drag the map to see all of it. Look how cool this map looks. This is amazing. It's so nice looking. It looks so good. Oh, anyway. Back to the game. Back to the game. Back to the game. Inventory? Yeah. So if I got rid of my missile weapon, my default attack becomes Firebolt. Interesting. Okay. There's an office to the west. The shelves of the wall have nothing on them but dust. The cabinet in the back corner, however, might contain something useful. Click on a box to search it. Okay, got it. Anything over here? Nope. Oh, there's another little slimy blob thing down there. Is that another, yeah, it's another cloak. We double cloaking it. We're cloaking it. No, it's fine. Let's go here. The box contains a variety of papers. You rifle through them eagerly, hoping for a clue as to where you are, or might have caused this island to be barred. It's no use. The papers crumble at your touch. Beneath the papers, though, you find something interesting. It's a brass key. None the worse for the wearer for its long concealment. You take it. Yeah, we do. Let's check the desk. Oh, some copper discs, which some may know as coins. All right, so we've done all we can here. It's time to head back down this way. We're going to shuffle our way on down. All right. The path farther in to the island is blocked by a thick stone door marked with a symbol of the Shapers. When you get close, your skin tingles. Complex magical protections are in place. You hear a soft, reassuring voice. Susia Island has been barred by the Shapers. For more information, send a request to the Council. Only full Shapers are allowed entry. Shaper qualities have been detected within you. You may pass. Please do not remove or interact with any. And then the voice suddenly cuts out. Strange. Huh. There's a stick on the ground. I'm going to pick it up because we might need a stick. You never know. Oh, there's a spooky ghost boy over here. All right. What's up, spooky ghost boy? Oh, you're just going to leave. You're going to run. Yeah, you better run. Yeah, I'm a shaper. Rawr. Stuff. All right, I'm going to have a rock and a stick. I'm just going to pick up an amalgamation of random things because I basically can't. A healing pod. This gourd contains specially formulated, mildly enhanced shaper-made goo. Enchanted. Eating it has some beneficial effects. Fortunately, it keeps for a long time. Pods help only you. Use spores to help your entire group. Okay. I can just drag this down here, right? Yeah. There we go. So it's now on my hotbar. My hotbar. All right. I don't know if I want to go towards Spooky Ghost Boy right away. Probably do, but you never know. You see anything down here? Is there a reason to be over here? No? Can't like loot the plants or anything. Alright. Well, I suppose we can walk around a bit, see what's going on. More ground sticks. Alright, let's go talk to the ghost. There is a shade standing in front of you. It is hazy, insubstantial humanoid. It warps and twists in the light breeze. You suspect that a strong wind would tear it apart. It hovers in the air, staring at you. Though you can't make out any features, you can clearly tell that it is watching you. Special encounters like this one will give you several actions or things to say to choose from. Select a response below or type the number next to it. I've been shipwrecked on this island. Can you help me? Attack the shade, or why are you watching me? I'm going to go with a 1. The shade does not respond. It continues to watch you. An insect flies through it, slightly disturbing its misty surface. This is strange. Sometimes shades like this are ghosts. Other times, they are spies or scouts woven from the essence by a shaper to explore, learn, return, and report. Are you a ghost? Were you once alive? Are you a creation? Did someone send you to find me? The shade does not respond for a moment. Then it starts to move slowly toward you. Then it begins to break apart as if the motion was too much for it. It dissolves rapidly in the warm sunlight. You are alone in the clearing. I feel like I should have attacked it. I don't know. The door to the north is locked. The lever inside the guard post will open it, but only if you can find the key. Levers can be unlocked with the right key. By having enough mechanic skill or by using enough living tools on them are all options for doing said thingy. Alright, looking in here, there's a knife or something on the table. Maybe a sword? It's just a dagger. We'll pick it up too. Alright, let's go take a peek in here. Ooh, a tunic and a wooden shield. I mean, I guess I'll hold a wooden shield. Why not? Alright, let's head over here and switch that. One of your keys unlocks the chains. You pull the lever. So that bronze key that we got from over in this area, unlock that. Makes sense. And in we go. Now that you have made some progress, you should save the game. Saving the game creates a snapshot of your progress. Later, you can load the saved game and continue where you left off. To save the game, press the Settings button and select Save Game, or type Ctrl-S. Save often, you never know what might get you killed. You can type F3 to make quick save, and F4 to load the quick save slot. Finally, the game saves for you automatically whenever you enter a new area. If you die, you can always reload the autosave. So, not a ton of progress will be lost at that particular moment. These were probably the barracks for some Guardian agents. They were abandoned years ago. The beds have rotted away, and there is trash everywhere. Whoever was here left very quickly. 2 chests were left behind. Okay, and a whole bunch of like clothing. What's with this? What did that do? Oh, I don't know. Another dagger and some more javelins. I'll take the javelins. I'm going to leave the dagger. And then on this, another tunic. Why not? They call me Two Tunic Tommy. That's what I do. Anything over here? No, not really. Just a rock on the ground. One helpful feature, when you press the tab key, you will see labels identifying characters in all directions. Try it now. Yeah, ooh, strange roamer. Dun dun dun. Alright, looks like we're about to get into our first and possibly only combat. If I decided to go the pacifist route, which I will never do. That's just not in me. I can't do it. Once again, you find you are not alone. There's a roamer just ahead watching you. A roamer is a creation. It is a creature invented and improved by your people for use as a scout or an attack dog. Since it is a creation, it should naturally be inclined to obey you. However, this creature isn't servile to you at all. It doesn't look hostile, it's just staring. It is an eerie feeling being watched by a creation in this way. Creations have always obeyed you mindlessly before. It is clear that, whatever this island is, shapers have been here. However, if this island is full of rogue creations, you may have a serious problem. Okay. Sup, doggy dog? When you get close to the roamer, it sniffs at you and it gets nervous and runs away. Odd. Bye. Alright, so he left. He did not want to battle me. He knew my extreme powers are extreme and powerful. So, I got that going for me. Ooh, another healing gourd. Very nice. Alright, what do we got? Nothing? A lot of nothing going on right here. What is this? There's a rake. I can pick up a rake. Looking to the north, you can see that you are not alone on this island, though you were worried about horrible mutant creations. The next creatures you encounter are nowhere near so terrifying. It is a flock of orcs. Okay. The orc is a shaper creation. It's a slow, clumsy livestock animal, hardy and laden with meat. Shapers created them to stock lands unfriendly to non-created animals, such as, apparently, this one. Notice that these orcs have large tusks, probably added by the shapers to protect them from predators. Fortunately, they are likely to leave you alone if you leave them alone. It's all about the orcs, huh? Alright, so orky orcs, they're orking it up. They're doing the orc thing. Alright, we're going to go back this way. Not sure which way I should be heading, but it's kind of the beauty of it all. We can head wherever we want. It's kind of the nature of the beast. The Crumbling Docks. You immediately recognize this place. It was an inn where visitors and travelers could stop for steaks, drinks, and sleep. The crumbling roasting pit still dominates the center of the room. You're getting confused. This island was once fully settled. Why? Most islands are barred because of experiments gone awry. And most such experiments are performed by very small labs in crude quarters, safely far from society. Yet, you've seen warehouses, guard posts, and now an inn. At one point, a lot of shapers lived here. Now they're all gone. Why? What could have driven so many of your people off? And what took their place? Only time will tell. But that time will be told in another episode, guys and gals. We went we went and we did a little bit of stuff. We moved around. We checked out some things. We kind of got the story set. Still learning some things for the story. There's something on my map there. A little green dot. It's probably the orcs moving around. But, yeah. We've been infused with some power. We have come across a few things that might look a little bit spooky times. But overall, I mean, we're moving forward. We're getting some, like I said, some more of the tale being unfolded before us. And it's not going to be too long before we're going to be able to dive in and start doing some combatual things and kind of picking up quests and things of that nature along those lines and whatnot. So if you guys enjoyed what you saw, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel, do all the YouTube algorithm stuff, guys and gals. It helps me tremendously, and I appreciate that greatly. If you want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, or any of that stuff, down below in the description of the video, there'll be various links and things of that nature right there. I'll adjust the sound. There's not a lot of background noise, but there's a little bit, but it seems a little faint, so I might up my sound a bit on this game in the upcoming episodes. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Until the very next one, I've been your host, BUMPY-MCSQUIGUMS. Thank you so much for stopping by the Phreak Show, and always remember, we play, we fight, we conquer.